What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. Today's video is going to be a full face of Merit. I have all of the products from this clean beauty brand. I've been testing them out over the past 2 months. I'm going to be doing a review and rundown of all of the products from their line while I put them on my face. So if you guys are interested in hearing a little bit more about this clean beauty brand and all of the products in their line, then keep watching. And if you are new here, welcome. My name is Sophia, and this is my channel where we talk about all things beauty and luxury. I review all of the newest luxury beauty releases out on the market, in addition to fashion and lifestyle videos. So if you want a little bit more beauty and a little bit more luxury in your timeline, definitely hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to join our community and hear about every time I upload a new video. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, guys. It really helps me out. And as always, I will be linking everything down in the description box below. Most of those links are going to be affiliate links. You guys know I always appreciate when you shop through my affiliate links. It's a really great way to support my channel at no additional cost to you. All right, friends, let's talk about Merit Beauty. Before I get into putting these products on my face and showing you how I got this look, I do want to just kind of talk about the brand real quick. This is a clean beauty brand that you can buy at Sephora and also on the Merit website. All of their products are clean, cruelty-free, and vegan, which I know a lot of you guys definitely appreciate. I would definitely consider this a luxury brand. I think what you're going to find in the branding is that Merit's approach to beauty is very minimalist. It's all about kind of enhancing your natural beauty, adding a level of chicness, sophistication, but in a very minimal way. They don't have that many products in their line. Once again, it is very minimalist, so I do kind of appreciate that. I feel with like a lot of brands, we're always launching things left and right, whereas with Merit, I do appreciate the fact that every single product in their line, it feels very intentional. I do want to mention real quick that Merit did send me a lot of these products a little while ago, and then a couple of them I went and purchased with my own money. This is not a first impressions video. I've been testing out these products for about 2 months now, so I feel like I have a good feel for them, and I can give you guys my honest, no filter opinions on how these work for me, what I like about them, what I don't like about them, and also which products in the line do I like the most. And with that, let's put some of these products on my face. All right, party people, I've got you up close. Let's get into this full face of Merit Beauty. I do have all of their products. I think it's 7. The only item that I don't have from them is their blending brush. I'll put an image of it up here for you guys to see. I don't have that, so we're just gonna be using my own brushes today. First up, we have the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick. This is not a concealer, but it's also not really a foundation. It's kind of in between. The packaging is really beautiful, by the way. It's like the perfect little size to sort of draw onto your face, almost like a little crayon. And I want to show you guys, it is quite thick. I would say it's more of the consistency of a stick concealer. If you guys are familiar with other stick concealers, maybe from Clé de Peau, Chantecaille, those are a couple that I really like. I would say it's sort of that consistency. So I'm going to show you guys how I like to apply this. I just kind of like to draw it onto my face like war paint. I just got out of the shower, so I'm a little bit flushed, and you'll see I do have some breakouts. So if anything, that's good for you guys, because you'll see how well this covers all of that up. I prepped my skin with my regular skincare routine, some moisturizer, some sunscreen, and I forgot to mention this is in the color Silk, which is a very, very good shade match for me. On their website, they describe this as having buildable light to medium coverage that stays breathable all day. Sea daffodil extract diminishes the appearance of pigmentation and dark spots. They also said that it's a lightweight, a hydrating formula, and wears throughout the day without settling into fine lines. I'm just going to be blending this out with a Refer 31. It's kind of like just like a duo fiber complexion brush, and I just sort of buff it into the skin like this. When I first used this product, I found it to be like a little bit heavy and a little bit drying, but at the time I was visiting some family in California, Southern California, and it was very dry there, and my skin was very dried out. And so I don't think that this was the best product to be testing at the time. So I recently have been testing it here back home in Boston, and actually have been having a much better experience with it. I think the biggest thing is you just don't want to use too much. Like, this is a minimalist brand. It's not supposed to be super heavy and cakey. I don't think I would describe this as a light to medium coverage. I actually would describe this as maybe medium buildable coverage. You guys saw just how thick that was. And I felt like after I blend it out, that's pretty good coverage for me. What I like to do is just kind of go back in to the places where I need it and add a little bit more. And I'll show you guys up close. You can blend this in with your fingers. I just want to show you. It's not cakey, but it is, you know, it is rather thick. Like it gives you pretty good coverage. And then similarly, you can use this as concealer as well. It fits perfectly, just kind of in the hollows of the eyes like that. I've got a Sonia G Soft Concealer brush from her Fusion line. See, this blends out really nicely. It's very creamy, and I would say it has, I don't know, what would you guys think? It looks like it's going to be super matte, but it actually, at the end of the day, I tested this out again last night. I didn't find that it looked super mattifying on my skin. And then I can just go in like this on any other little parts that need some concealing. So I just want to show you guys what that looks like on the skin. It has a really beautiful, hydrated, natural effect, and for the most part it covers all of my imperfections, works really good as a concealer. This color Silk is perfect for me. I chose this online, so I'm pretty proud of myself that it looks good. I don't think it gets cakey. I've been testing this out more recently and it's looked beautiful, a lot better than when I first tried it. I think it was just a little bit too heavy and just a little bit too thick for my very dry skin at the time. I also forgot to mention that this is $38 and you are getting 0.13 ounces of product. So I do want to point out that this is pretty overpriced for what you're getting. Usually with a foundation, you're getting a full ounce of product, and this is kind of like a hybrid. So if you're trying to decide if this is worth it, I think it really depends on how you're going to be using this and how often you're going to be using it. Bottom line for me, I think this is a really good, quick, everyday type of foundation and concealer for me. It's going to be great for travel. I think it's good for summer. I do think it goes with the vibe of the brand, which is very minimalist, effortless. I don't think that this is designed to be something that you're caking all over your face all the time. So I think you need to ask yourself, for the $38, how much of this are you going to be going through? It is clean beauty, so it tends to be a little bit more expensive. Are you going to use it just as a concealer? I think for me, I'm going to be using it for travel. I'm going to be using it for touch-ups. And on those days where I just want a really nice, clean, minimalist, natural kind of a look. But all in all, I really like this and I will consider repurchasing it once I use this stick up. So currently Merit doesn't have a bronzer in their collection, so I just went in with my Victoria Beckham bronzing brick in the shade 02. It's kind of a very matte, powdery formula, and I don't feel like it disturbs the foundation underneath at all. I feel like it all blends on perfect and seamlessly. Just to kind of show you guys what this is looking like, I also went in with the Westman Atelier Face Trace Contour Stick in the shade Biscuit. So I just did a little bit of bronzer and a little bit of contour, and this is what we're looking like, and I really like the way that this looks. Next, we're gonna go in with some blush. This is the Flush Balm Cheek color. These retail for $28, and I feel like these are one of the more popular products that they have in their line. The cap just kind of comes off like this, and I guess sort of the intention is that you just sort of go straight in onto your cheeks. I am using the color Terracotta. Are we surprised that I went with the color Terracotta? These come in 5 shades, and I'm just looking on their website. This is described as a cream tint that melts into skin for a lit from within color that stays flush all day. These are super easy. As you can see, you just kind of like draw them on like a little crayon. Again, this is supposed to be very minimalist, very easy. And then I just like to blend it in with my fingers, but I want to show you guys, you could also take a synthetic brush. This one is from Clinique. I'll link it down below, and you could go in like that and then sort of melt it into the skin. I really, really like this color that I chose. And what you guys are going to see is that these are, and look, you can already tell my hair is kind of getting stuck in it. These are very emollient. They're very balmy. They give a really nice sheen to the skin, but I want to point this out, guys. These are not blushes that dry down. If you're not somebody that enjoys a really balmy blush, I don't think you're going to like these. They don't have a matte effect. You can see right here how sort of the daylight is shining off of my cheekbone. They're very shiny. They don't set down. I do like the way that these look. They do melt into the skin just like it is described on the website. In general, I think that these look really beautiful on the skin, especially if you're going for a very dewy kind of look. I find myself using these if I want to do like a full face of cream products, if I want something really natural and minimalist. But I think that on the flip side, the cons of this are, number one, they don't really last that long, unfortunately. They're not really that long wearing. They look really beautiful when I first put them on, but then later in the day when I look at my cheeks, they don't last too long. They do leave behind a beautiful kind of sheen. They don't dry down. Once again, If you don't like something that stays a little bit sticky and dewy on the cheek, then you're not going to enjoy these. Also, I don't really enjoy the packaging for these. I think for $28, we should be getting something a little bit more luxurious for this. Merit does paint themselves as a minimalist luxury brand, and I do find them luxurious, and I do really like their vibe and the branding, but I think this product in particular, I'm a little bit disappointed with the packaging. It just feels like super plasticky. I think that we could get something that has a little bit of like a nicer cap, maybe is magnetized. And this right here, like what you're seeing, that's all the product that you get. Like this doesn't twist up at all. You're just getting this teeny little nub of product for $28. Let's see how much this is. 0.31 ounces. And this will take me a long time to finish up, don't get me wrong. It just feels kind of dinky. I feel like I'm not really getting that much, and for $28, I want something that is maybe just a little bit more luxurious. Lastly, I also forgot to mention, these also will kind of disrupt the foundation or any kind of base product that you have underneath because they are so emollient and dewy. You can see right here, I really tried to cover up the hyperpigmentation that I have on the tops of my cheeks, but all of that is showing right now. And I don't really care all that much because I'm enjoying the dewiness that this is giving to me. But if you're someone that like you're really working hard to conceal some of those things that are on your cheeks or wherever you are applying this product, do know that it is just going to kind of wipe all of that away. So all in all, this was sent to me by Merit, but this is the one product that I don't think I'm going to be purchasing more of because it's just not for me. Next up, we have a similar product. This is the Day Glow Highlighting Balm. This retails for $30 and it comes in 2 colors. I have the shade Cava. It's really this beautiful champagne sheen. I really like the color of this. On the Merit website, this is described as a highlighter that gives a dewy, balmy sheen with 0 sparkle. So as you can see on my hand right here, there's no glitter, and we're gonna put this on the tops of the cheekbones. And I think what I have to say about this is that I think this is very similar to the blushes. It's just a very similar texture and similar vibe. Like if you want an all cream kind of look and you're not really concerned about the base product that you have underneath, then this is going to be really great for you. I think that it looks beautiful, but it is a very emollient formula. I don't really find myself reaching for this all that much, but I really do like the tone of this. And unlike the blush, it does twist up. So you're getting quite a bit of product in here. I feel like this is going to last you a really long time. When I first saw this highlighter, I was reminded of the Halo Scope from Glossier. So I wanted to do a quick comparison for you guys. This is in the shade Moonstone. So that is Moonstone. It's just a little bit more of like a holographic sheen. And then this is Cava from Merit. They're pretty similar. If you have the Halo Scope from Glossier, I don't think you need the one from Merit. I think that the biggest difference is this one from Glossier right here. It's just not as slippy as the one from Merit. I think that this is a little bit of a thicker formula. So depending on what you're going for, you may like that more, you may like it less. I think that the one from Merit, it glides onto the cheek a little bit easier, but then it's also like shinier and a little bit slippier on the face. So it just kind of depends on what you're looking for. Merit doesn't have any eyeshadows in their collection, so I just popped off camera and did a quick and simple minimal eye look. I am wearing the Dior eyeshadow quin in the color Coral Paisley. It's one of their new Velvet limited edition eyeshadow quins. I have a full review for that on my channel if you guys want to check that out. But enough of that, we're going to be trying out their brow pomade. This is the Brow 1980 Volumizing Pomade, and I think that this is one of the most beautifully packaged products in their collection. I really like the gold, kind of just sleek, minimalist, and let me show you guys what... See, here's something that I always do wrong. I always think that this shorter part is going to be the handle, but it's not. The longer part is actually the handle, which is really nice for sort of gripping the product, but it's also a little bit deceiving because this is like all the product that you're getting. You're not really getting maybe as much as you thought you would based off of the size of the tube. But regardless, let me show you guys what the little spoolie looks like, and I'll kind of hold it up to my eye for reference. It's not too big, it's not too small. I do think I would prefer something just a little bit smaller. That is just me. And on the Merit website, it says about this product that it is a nod to the brows of the 80s. This pomade adds color and volume for healthy, fluffy arches. So this is supposed to give you that nice, fluffy kind of Instagram brow. So let me show you guys what this looks like. And by the way, I am using the color brown. They do have 3 colors on their site. And this one works for me. I don't like a brown that's super warm toned. I feel like this is a really good standard kind of dark brown. I would say that this brow pomade, it's really good. It works just as well as any other brow pomade from like Benefit or maybe Glossier Boy Brow. As far as I can tell, there's no tiny little fibers or anything like that in there. It's really just plain dark brown pigment. I'm just trying to give you guys like a little bit of a swatch right there. I feel like this gives decent hold. All around, I feel like this is a good standard brow pomade, and I think that it's like fairly conditioning as well. It's not going to like shellac your brows into place. I'm not one of those people that can pull off this like brushed up brow. I just feel like it looks ridiculous on me, and my eyebrows are microbladed as well, so I try to just keep them into the shape that they are microbladed in. All around, I think this is a really solid brow pomade. Like, I like it just as much as the other ones that I use. I do just kind of wish that this spoolie was a little bit smaller. I think for me, the biggest thing is that I just usually don't singularly use brow pomade. I like to go in with a pencil as well to kind of define my brows a little bit, or maybe my Glossier brow flick. Because you can see right here, I just went over that a couple of times and I still just want this to be a little bit sharper. But that's just me. I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to my brows, and so I like them to be really crisp and snatched. I think if you're going for the Merit look, that sort of minimalist, really classy, really natural kind of look, then I think that this is going to give it to you. I think it's a really nice brow pomade. Now let's talk about this mascara. This is the Clean Lash Lengthening Mascara, and it is a tubing mascara. If you are new here, I love tubing mascaras. In general, I like mascaras that last really long. Whether they give me thicker, longer, fuller lashes or more of a natural lash, it has to last long. That's kind of my top criteria. And I definitely have a lot of thoughts on this and how I think it compares to some of my other tubing mascaras in my collection. This goes for $26, which I feel is pretty much in line with other mascaras of this type. I know for a lot of you, it's a little bit hard to find clean mascaras because I think that mascaras are one of the things that is just kind of hard to formulate with certain ingredients. So typically what we see from these sorts of clean beauty brands is that they tend to come out with these tubing formulas. I don't know if it's easier to produce specifically a tubing formula that is clean, whatever that may mean for the specific brand. But if you are looking for a clean mascara, this might be a good option for you. Let's open it up and let me show you the wand. I don't think there's anything particularly special about the wand. I like that it's very nice and narrow. I like that it's not super fat. What you guys are going to find, and I'm going to attempt to show you right here, is that number one, I think that this mascara, it's very black, it's very glossy and natural, and most importantly, it's extremely clump free. If you're somebody that gets super annoyed by clumpy, dry lashes, you might really like this. It does give you a very natural look. See, I barely did anything, and I felt like it basically just gave me the look of having perfect black natural lashes. This is definitely one of my favorite products from the brand, spoiler alert. So I did just apply 2 coats to this eye so that you could see the difference between having no mascara on this eye and then kind of building it up on this one right here. So as you can see here, it gives you a good amount of length. It doesn't give that much volume, but it gives the lashes a really beautiful, like I said, natural look. It's very black, it's very glossy, and I think that's why it looks so natural, because it looks like real shiny eyelash hairs. Like most tubing mascaras, it is very long lasting as well. I would say it's not quite as long lasting as my Hourglass Unlocked Instant Extensions mascara, and also not as long lasting as the Cali Ray. If you're trying to figure out where this lies on the spectrum of tubing mascaras, I would say that the one from Glossier, the Lash Slick, that one is going to be the most natural. It also has kind of like little fibers to add a little bit more length, but it is more natural than this one from Merit. Then I would say we have the one from Merit right here. It's very natural. It's probably blacker than the one from Glossier, but it adds a little bit more volume and length. It's just a little bit more to your lashes. Then I would probably put the Cali Ray. That just adds a lot more volume and length to the lashes, and I also think it's a little bit more long wearing, but it's not going to be as clump free as this one from Merit. And finally, I would list the one from Hourglass, the Hourglass Unlocked Instant Extensions mascara. That one is going to be the most dramatic, but once again, it's not going to be as sort of natural and fluttery and clump free as this one from Merit. So I hope that is helpful for you guys to get a sense of like the vibe of this mascara and how it compares to other popular tubing formulas. All right, friends, so now I have mascara on both of my lashes so you can see kind of the full effect. Now we're going to be talking about lip products. A lot of you guys have probably already heard of these. These are the signature lightweight lipsticks from Merit. These are their most recent release, and I do have a full review of these lipsticks here on my YouTube, so I'll link that down below in case you want to see kind of more swatches and more of my thoughts of these. But hands down, these are probably my favorite product that Merit makes. I have, I think, 5 colors at this point. I did go and buy additional colors myself with my own money. And the color that I'm going to be trying on today is called Tiger. Let me swatch this for you guys right here. This is a beautiful kind of warm tone brown. And these, as the name would suggest, they're very, very lightweight. I've already talked about these on my channel a couple of times, so I don't want to go too in depth because I already have a full review. You can see that they add a lot of pigment, but they kind of feel like a lip balm on the lips without being too slippy. On the website, these are described as a hydrating buildable lipstick with a soft satin finish. It's so lightweight, you'll forget that you're wearing it. It definitely adds a good punch of pigment, but with every color, I feel like there's just a tiny little bit of translucency, so you can really see the lip underneath. Like you can still see a little bit of your tone, but these are definitely lipsticks. I don't think that these are lip balms, lip glosses, anything like that. I don't think it's a tinted lip balm at all. These are definitely lipsticks. They just have a very nice lightweight feel. I also do really like the packaging on these. They come in sort of, once again, like a gold and like a warm tone brown kind of packaging, and they just pop out like this, and they say Merit right there across the bullet. I think these are really beautiful. They're a little bit bulky, but they are very luxurious. The other way that I like to apply these is just kind of like a faded, flushed, like popsicle mouth, if that makes sense, where I just kind of take it, I dab it onto the center of the lip, and then I just sort of blend it out onto the edges, so it creates this beautiful kind of flushed ombre effect. These are really good for that. You really don't need a mirror to apply these. They're super effortless. I feel like for $26, that's definitely up there in price, but the quality really justifies it. And the color range for this is really beautiful. I feel like every single color was very intentional and also just extremely sophisticated. There's something about the colors here. I feel like Merit really nailed it with this range. So I took that lipstick off because I do want to show you guys the last product in the Merit line, and that is the Shade Slick Tinted Lip Oil. These retail for $24 and they come in 8 shades. I have the color Falcon. I picked this one because I felt like it looked the most unique. On the Merit website, these are described as a slick of sheer color infused with rosehip oil and shea butter for healthy lips all day. So let me show you what this color Falcon looks like on my bare lips. You can see right there, it just added a dose of like hydration and shine. So this is what it looks like with one coat of the lip oil in Falcon. It really just kind of enhances what you have. It has a shine, but it's not super high shine. I wouldn't say that these are incredibly long wearing because it is a lip oil, but they are very hydrating, and I really love that beautiful dose, that little tint of color. It looks very natural, again, very in line with the brand. You can kind of like glob it on a bit more. I'll show you guys right here. If you want to deepen it up, add a little bit more gloss. These are just so lovely. I don't have that many lip oils in my collection, but I really do enjoy this one from Merit. I only have the one color, but I would definitely consider buying more. I really like this color as well. I feel like for a lip oil, it really gives a lot of color. It's not just like, is she even like wearing anything on her lips? All in all, I really like this. I think they're very nourishing. I think that the formula is lovely. It doesn't have any kind of weird scent or anything like that. It's just a really good standard lip oil. Really beautiful, really chic. I'm enjoying it. So those are all of the products from the Merit line. I am going to show you guys a close-up right now of this look so you can see how is the foundation and the concealer looking on the skin. What does the blush look like? Just kind of the sheen of everything and how everything is kind of melting together onto the face so you guys can get a really good idea in daylight. Now I'm going to be summing up everything in my final thoughts. All right, friends, I hope that all of that was helpful so you could see how the products go onto my face. Now I kind of just want to sum up everything in my final thoughts. Let's start off with the complexion stick. I really like this. I don't think that it has tremendous value because you really aren't getting that much product, but I really like the packaging. I like sort of the concept concept of this, that it's not really a concealer, it's not really a foundation, it's sort of both. It is very minimalist. Like if you're only going to use one product, this is going to work for all of those different things, concealing your face, creating a nice complexion. I feel like the consistency is very creamy. It's very blendable. You just want to make sure that you don't put on that much. I wouldn't say that this is light coverage at all. I would say this is a little bit more like a concealer stick that you can also put on your face. But all in all, I really enjoy this. I think it looks really nice, really natural on my face. And I do think this is going to be a really nice, convenient sort of spring and summer item for me. Something that I can kind of toss in my bag, toss in my suitcase, use for touch-ups, that kind of thing. So all in all, I really like this. I would recommend it. Next, we have the cream blush. As I mentioned in my application, this is probably my least favorite item in the line. It's not bad. It's just something that I've found ever since I've gotten it. I don't really reach for it all that much. The packaging is a little dinky. You don't really get that much. Love the terracotta color. I do think that it looks beautiful on my cheeks. It's just a very, very emollient, dewy formula that doesn't have a lot of longevity. And usually when I put it on, it kind of disturbs the foundation that I have underneath. So all in all, this is a really beautiful blush. Like even when I was looking at my face in the mirror after this, kind of in between filming, I thought, that looks good. It is really beautiful, but it's just not something that I personally reach for. If you're somebody that likes a really, really glowy, dewy emollient blush, then I think you'll really enjoy this. I kind of feel the same way about the highlighting stick. It's very emollient. I do really like the sheen of this and the tone of this. However, I think that if you already have other kind of like stick highlighters in your collection, you don't really need to pick this up. It's not that different. If anything, this is going to be even dewier, even kind of greasier than maybe some of the other ones that you have in your collection, whether they are from like the Pat McGrath or the Glossier. I think this is a lovely product, but for me, it's not really the first thing that I would recommend from the Merit line. The brow pomade. I actually think this is really solid. I would like to see maybe some more colors, because I think if you can't really find the right color for your brows, then maybe this isn't really the right product for you. But for me, the brown color is solid. I feel like it adds some color, a little bit of fluffiness, a little bit of thickness to my brows. It's not gonna be a super like shellac laminated type of hold. If that's the sort of look you're going for, I don't think this is going to be the best brow product for you, but I do think this is rather solid. If you're somebody that really loves clean beauty, you want something that's vegan and cruelty free, then I think that this is gonna be a good choice for you. Next, we have the mascara. This is definitely one of my favorite products from the brand. You guys know I love tubing mascaras. If you don't like tubing mascaras, maybe this isn't the best choice for you, but I really like the fact that this is just so natural, so clump free. I feel like maybe this is going to be replacing the Glossier Lash Slick for me, because while I really love that, this just gives me a little bit more pigment and a little bit more kind of volume and length. I like to use these types of mascaras also when I'm using fake lashes, just to kind of really naturally blend my natural lashes and the fake lashes together. So that's kind of when I'm reaching for these types of things. I also feel like it's not gonna get a ton of like dry, crusty pigment on my fake lashes. So I wanna mention that as well as kind of a tip for another way that you can use a very, very natural mascara like this one. But all in all, really, really enjoy this. I highly recommend this if you want something that's very natural, clump-free, and long-wearing. The Signature Lightweight Lipsticks. You guys have already heard me review these basically twice on my channel. I've also mentioned these in several favorites videos. These are my favorite products from the brand. If you're looking for one product to try, if you've never tried this brand before, I really think that you should try these out. These are the newest product from the brand. I love the shade range. I love the feel of them on my lips. I keep these on my desk so I can just pop them on in between meetings. I can switch my colors up. I highly recommend them. Every single color that I've gotten is absolutely gorgeous. So I would say just go with what speaks to you. Every single shade is very chic and sophisticated. I really think that you guys should try these out. And finally, we have the lip oils. I also think that these are lovely. I really like this color Falcon. I still have it on my lips right now. It's worn off just a little bit, so it's not as shiny, but I really like the packaging. I like the feel of it on my lips. They feel very moisturized, and I do like that it has a little bit of pigment. There's something on my lips. I'm getting the color that I chose, and this color Falcon is definitely very unique. So this is another product from the brand that I definitely think you should try out if you're just looking for a really nice solid lip oil in a bunch of very beautiful chic colors. So those are all my thoughts, guys. I would say that my top 3 products from the brand are probably number 1, the Signature Lightweight Lipsticks, number 2, the mascara, and number 3, the Complexion stick. Those those are my top 3 if you guys are looking for my personal recommendations. But enough about what I think. What do you guys think? Have you guys tried any of the products from Merit? Once again, Merit sent me a lot of these, but this is my completely honest, unfiltered review. You guys know I'm always super honest with you. I would also love to hear from you guys. What brand do you want me to do another full face of next? I'm looking for suggestions. I love making these videos for you guys. So comment down below and let me know what you would like to see next. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, guys. It definitely helps me out. I hope that you enjoyed this review. And with that, I hope that you guys are having a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.